Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal with NVIDIA Daily Analysis. In this video, I will discuss the best case and the worst case for NVIDIA before earnings using statistical analysis on the historical data. Now, let's get started. On your screen, you see this data. This data contains the adjusted closing price for NVIDIA, the percentage change, and also other relevant data for last 10 months. I also explained this data in my previous video as well, but I'm gonna go one step further in this analysis. Before I do that, let me re-explain this data to my new audience. So the reason to download this data is to understand NVIDIA closing price 1 week prior to the earnings cycle and 1 week after the earnings cycle in the last three earnings date. For example, the last earnings happened on 28th August. The 5 days before that, that would be 1 week prior to that earning date, and that would be this. And 5 days after the earnings date, that would be this. Okay, the percentage change. And also one cycle prior, the earnings happened on 22nd May 2024. So 5 days prior to that earnings date would be this, and 5 days after, that is 1 week after, would be this. And similarly, one earnings cycle prior, the earnings happened on 21st February. So 5 days prior would be this, and 5 days after, the percentage change, that is 1 week after, would be this. Okay. And I also summarize this data into this summary table. So for August release, 1 week prior, the total change happened on NVIDIA was 2.05% down. And one more earnings cycle prior, the total percentage change 1 week prior to the earnings date is 0.39% up. And if you go one more cycle prior, that is February release, the total percentage change until 1 week prior was this 6.48% down. Similarly, 1 week after on the August release, 15.11% down. And for May release, 1 week after, the total change 15.92% up. And the February release, 1 week after, the total change was 15.29% up. Now, let me go one step further on this analysis. So now you see this table. So in this table, I did some math to understand the highest, the lowest, and the average NVIDIA price can go until the earnings date. Okay. So how I did the math, let me go over with you. So today's average closing price is 148.1. So the average for today is the highest for today, the lowest for today, and the closing price for today. Okay, as you see on your screen. So using that number for the highest, I see NVIDIA went up about 0.39% in previous three earnings cycle. So using that highest value, NVIDIA can go up to 148.68 from this point. Similarly, in the last three earnings cycle, the lowest NVIDIA went was 6.48%. So using that percentage, the lowest NVIDIA can go is 138.50. And also, I took average of these three values. So the average value for NVIDIA based on last three earnings cycle 1 week prior was 2.71% down. So using that percentage, I came up with this value 144.08. So that's the average. So the highest is the best case scenario and the lowest is the worst case scenario. Let me put it down. So I put it down the best case scenario and the worst case scenario. For the best case, NVIDIA can go up to 148.68, and the worst case, NVIDIA can go up to 138.50 until the earnings announcement. And similarly, for 1 week after, I did the same math. So instead of using these percentages, I use 1 week after percentages for my calculation as I put it here. So after 1 week from the earnings, Nvidia went up about 15.92%, the highest value, and the lowest is 15.11% down. So using those numbers you see here, I came up with the highest or the best case scenario is 171.68, and the worst case scenario after earnings until 1 week from the earnings announcement. Nvidia can go up to 125.72, and this average you can consider the most likely scenario. So after the earnings until 1 week after the earnings, Nvidia might go up to 156.05. And remember, this is based on last three earnings cycle data. And sometimes we learn that historical data may not be relevant for the future earnings event. So I did this analysis for me. I just wanted to share it with you guys also, so you can also have this data point when you do the transactions. So please write in the comment section, what do you think about this outcome and this data? And also, I uploaded the sheet onto my Patreon account. So if you are an exclusive member, you can access this spreadsheet from there. I hope you like the video. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more in the next video. Take care.